here's a quick word of encouragement for you if, like me, you're non-English speaking native. Obviously, English is not my mother tongue, but if you've been wanting to do something, to put yourself out there and communicate with the rest of the world, just like I've been wanting to do, don't let this be an issue, because even if you make mistakes, even if you don't pronounce properly, if your accent is recognizable like mine, it's okay, because some people will appreciate it. I received many messages telling me, "Oh, I'm loving your podcast and I'm loving your French accent." Yeah, I'm making an effort not to have too strong an accent so that people can understand me. But still, like, okay, it doesn't matter. I'm French, and then what? I want to communicate with the world, and I'm not gonna let it stop me. I could do my podcast in French. I could do all of this communication in French. But first, actually, I'm not used to speaking French because I've been living abroad for a long time. And I want to communicate with an international community. I want to be able to have meaningful conversation with people from different countries. That's what feels so interesting and exciting about the world we live in these days for me. If you're like me, please don't let it stop you. It doesn't matter. There will be some people who will find ways to judge you and say you don't speak well enough and you have an accent and da. But who cares about these people? It's okay. Maybe they're just not your people. And just focus on those who will appreciate you for who you are and what you have to share, not this superficial appearance. And also, another point, like, if you're anything like me, you probably like it when foreigners, like people who are not from your country, speak your language with an accent. At least I love it. I love hearing foreigners speaking French. First, it doesn't happen too often. So when it does, I'm like, wow, that's so sweet. And then I think it makes it sound very exotic and different and charming. And also it makes me understand a bit more of their language when I hear them. So, and I think the reverse is the same. It's fair to assume that English language native would appreciate that we bring something different. We're a bit exotic. And also, I've been living in many countries across the world, and what I found is when people want to communicate, they will always find ways. There's no need for perfection. This is just a barrier of the mind, this perfectionism, this idea that one must speak the language perfectly before one can do it. Because the only way to improve at a language is to speak it, is to practice, is to keep going. It's the same with everything. The more you do, the more you improve. And I think, the intention is more important. Like, do you want to share? Do you want to talk? Do you want to do things just to prove that you're perfect? Or do you want to do it from, like, it's coming from your heart and your intention is to communicate and inspire and get inspired and exchange ideas with others? Because if that's the case, then the language doesn't matter. The language of the heart is universal, I can tell you. Human beings, we are the same all across the world. We have the same fears, same joy, a lot of similar things.